Morning everyone, it's Thursday, August 6, 2009. It's been a while since I've recorded any of these SwellScan video blogs. I do apologize for the delay in that. There has been something though surf-worthy to talk about, and I have had some free time after a lot of personal things going on over the last couple months. Wanted to keep you updated on what's going on with Hurricane Felicia. A little bit of stuff coming in over the weekend from the southern hemisphere that'll mix with that too. Felicia could be bringing us some sizable surf, but it's still quite iffy. I'm taking the middle ground on this one. Also wanted to show you why we're going to be seeing some wind problems later today that should start clearing up early next week. So this is everything that's going on right now. Start out taking a look at the weather maps. We can see here on the relative vorticity model a whole lot of stuff going on. We've got a low pressure system approaching the coast. It's digging a trough very far to the south. That's causing the wind problems that'll be picking up later today as that moves through the northern part of the state. Strong jet stream behind it really pushing a lot of energy our way too. So we're going to be seeing some cooler weather, that troughing pushing down, a little bit unseasonable for this time of year. We can see then down to the south two tropical systems, Enrique, kind of a smaller system, and then Felicia. That's the storm of interest right now. It's a Category 4 hurricane as of this morning. So I want to spin the models forward in time, show you how that's all progressing. We can see that low would be passing through as Felicia starts building in strength. And then here we look at just about 36 hours. We can see Felicia, a fairly strong system that would be forming. We'll be showing that on the weather models here shortly. But also we have high pressure moving in from both around the Texas area and from the Pacific. And that by early next week then should calm down the winds and bring back some more August-like weather. And taking a look at how this looks on the wave analysis models, we can see that Enrique is just a blip. Felicia's got some red, though, in that area. That's about 20 to 25 foot seas, sitting about 1,100, 1,200 miles to our south. As we spin the models forward in time, we can see, though, that Felicia would be taking somewhat of a trajectory away from our area, but still throwing some energy straight toward us. And if we take a look a few days out, this is the 60-hour model, it's looking like we could get 7+ foot seas near our coast. Now, even just that calculation, taking those 25 foot seas 1,100 miles away from us, could actually produce some sizable surf for us in Southern California by Saturday. But not all models are in agreement. This is looking at the wave analysis model, but if we once again take a look at those weather models and spin those forward in time, we can see that the weather models like to throw Felicia more toward the west and not so much toward the north. A little bit of northward progression, but not as much as what the wave analysis models are showing us. That's a little bit iffy. If we take a look at the energy, though, out of this, we can see that there still would be quite a bit thrown at Southern California. This is looking 36 hours out, showing the periods that be moving up. Also a little bit of southern hemi energy, which I'll show you where that came from here in just a moment. But spinning these models forward in time, we can see that right around, this would be a Saturday morning. By the time we'd see this energy come up, a little bit of that from the previous model was Friday afternoon. Looking at that southern hemi energy, though, this is what was coming up from a storm that formed around the Tasman Sea about a week or so ago, and also from some Easter Island activity. That's going to be coming in Saturday as well. It's well of a combo of activity. Longer range outlook, though, we're looking right now, this is a 0-hour model down around the southern hemisphere. Not a lot happening, just some remnants from a Pitcairn system bringing us something on the 12th, 13th. Spinning the models forward in time, you can see it's pretty bleak down around the southern hemisphere. Not a lot of activity going there. So the long range could be fairly small unless we get some more tropical activity to stir up to our south. So that's how things are looking right now. So to kind of put it in a nutshell, looks like we're going to be starting to see swell on Saturday. We might see some of Felicia's swell start to come up Friday afternoon. It's a tough call too. Models are not in agreement exactly what's going to happen. Taking the middle ground on this, I'm going to call for Saturday having chest-to-head high waves around south-facing breaks. Reason being is that it looks like we'll at least get some chest-high energy out of this. Even if Felicia takes the course that the weather models say it will, that'd be about a 60-degree angle away from us. That much of angular spreading decay using the calculators, which you can use also at wavecast.com. Looks like that would be coming in probably about with enough decayed seas to give us some chest-high surf from about 210 degrees in about 13-second periods by Saturday morning, maybe 14 seconds. Taking the best case scenario, or the better case scenario anyways, looks like we might not get as much decay out of that. Come up at a little bit better trajectory, and that would be more along the head-high range than coming in from 210 degrees. The best case scenario, and this all depends on what happens with Felicia over the next 12 to 24 hours, it could actually produce some surf that runs a couple feet overhead. I'm not going to call that quite yet today. Got to see really how this fetch does form. Felicia's spinning 120 knot winds right now. The fetch has to blow for at least another 12 to 24 hours to really produce that kind of seas that would be bringing us some sizable fetch and some sizable surf over the weekend. So right now, I'm going to take the middle ground, play it safe. I'm going to say chest. 2 head high surf coming in on Saturday. Now, by Sunday, Felicia swell would probably be backing off. In fact, it looks like the swell peak right now would be sometime probably Friday night into Saturday morning. So Saturday morning sessions would be the best. Bear in mind, we're in a tidal swing, so we're going to see some extremely low tides on Saturday morning. So the mid-tide sessions, which would also be picking up some of that tidal push, would see the best size out of this. Though by Sunday, looks like Felicia's swell energy would start backing down. Still got some background southern hemi, though, coming up during the entire weekend, which should produce at least waist to chest high waves, and then everything should start backing down on Monday. Do have some wind problems, though, from that low, so that's going to be causing some wind problems today. Friday, looks like we could still see some wind problems from this as well. Of course, that'll be prior to seeing any weekend swell come up our way. Weekend winds are looking to be much calmer as high pressure starts to move into the area. That's all I got to report for right now. If you want to get the latest on the swell ETAs, the wind, weather, tide, more, just check out my SoCal Surf Report at wetsand.com.